Hello, science enthusiasts. It's me again, Lygia Hall, who's excited for another thrilling science experiment.
I know I am. Hi, viewers. I am Latanya Johnson.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to another exciting episode of the Scientific Research Council's STEM Experiment series, where we dive into the exciting, remarkable world of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and bring some concepts that you might have learned in school alive.
So, what experiment will we be doing today?
Well, Latanya, today we'll be making some borax crystal gems of your favorite colors. So let's dive into it. Ooh, I just love me some science. So now we'll be turning our attention to the materials that we'll be using for today's experiment. Here we have some sodium borate. We have 3 mason jars that we'll be using to hold the crystals as they form. We have a spatula. We have some coloring. Here we have blue, red, and yellow. We also have 3 droppers to help with the transfer of the coloring. We have our pipe cleaners. Nice vibrant colors so our crystals can come out looking nice and vibrant. We have a stirring rod, 3 pieces of strings, or you can use fish lines if that is what you have. And we have our wooden skewers.
Okay, nice. Let's make some crystals then.
The first step is we take a pipe cleaner and wind it tightly into a nested shape. You can try to make it bigger by cutting another pipe cleaner in half and winding it into the nest. We're going to be making 3 of these. Then we tie a short piece of fishing line, but in this case we're using strings, to the pipe cleaner nest, and then tie the other end of the line to the wooden skewer. The pipe cleaner nest should hang down about 1 inch. Crystal growing is a neat chemistry project that is a quick setup involving liquids, solids, and soluble solutions. Here you are making a saturated solution with more powder than the liquid can hold. The hotter the liquid, the more saturated the solution can become. This is because the molecules in the water move farther apart as the temperature increases, allowing more of the powder to be dissolved. As the solution cools down, there is all of a sudden going to be more particles in the water as the molecules move back together. Some of these particles will start to fall out of the suspended state they were once in. The particles will start to settle on the pipe cleaners and form crystals. This is called recrystallization. Once a tiny seed crystal is started, more of the falling material bonds with it to form bigger crystals. Crystals are solid with flat sides and symmetrical shape and will always be that way, unless impurities get in the way. They are made up of molecules and have a perfectly arranged and repeating pattern. Some might be bigger or smaller. Next step is bringing some water to a boil. We want 3 cups of these. That is if you're using the plastic cups, but we're using the mason jars. So we'll need a little bit more. We're going to take the borax powder and pour it inside. Mix until dissolved. There should be a little bit of borax on the bottom of the pan or container that does not dissolve. This lets you know that you have added enough borax to the water and that it has become a super saturated solution. Remember, if you realize that all of the salt has been dissolved, you would need to add more until you see that some is left at the base of the container. Step 4 involves us pouring some of the solution into the container, the mason jars. Remember to turn off the heat source, because safety first. And remember to wear gloves while making the transfer. You don't want to get burnt now. The next step involves us adding the food coloring. You can do this addition either before you add the pipe cleaners to hang or after. Of course, this step of adding food coloring is optional since the pipe cleaners are already colored. But because we want our crystals to be looking bright and bold and amazing at the end, we're going to be doing it. The pipe cleaner nests will be placed in the mason jars by laying the skewer across at the top of the cup so they hang freely. We should try to make sure the pipe cleaners do not touch the sides or bottom of the cups or mason jars, because if they do, we run the risk of the crystals attaching the pipe cleaner to the cup. They may break off when you try to pull it free. We're going to be leaving our geode-shaped pipe cleaners in the borax solution overnight, or better yet, 2 nights, until a lot of crystals have grown on them. Remember to leave them undisturbed. If you need to put a note that says experiment going on or science activity going on or something even fun, you can do that. Once the crystals form overnight, remove your borax crystals from the water and let them dry on a layer of paper towel. Once dry, you can cut the fishing line or the string and you have gorgeous crystals for you to observe. Ooh, look at these bright, colorful crystals. I hope your gems came out just as successful as ours did.
There are so many fun shapes you can make with pipe cleaners, as well as growing crystals on other objects.
Try designing your pipe cleaners in various shapes, different from what we did here today. You can try creating a star, a heart, or even a flower.
I hope you enjoyed diving into the science like we did. And that's a wrap on episode 8 of our STEM experiment series.
Remember to like, share, subscribe, and put that comment in the comment section. See you next time. Bye.